Welcome back to Factorio Space Age. My name is Nilaus and we are here on our glorious, now concreted volcanoes planet. And our mission for today... Hello, worm. We are going to need to kill the worm. Not because we want to, but because we have to. There is unfortunately no option for maker hooks and riding the Shai-Hulud into the desert. That is not an option, but we need to claim particularly this tungsten deposit. And the way it works is that this area here, there is one worm in here, and if we kill the worm, then this red box disappears, and then we can actually claim this area. The same with this one. If we kill this one, then we get all of this territory, and they start out with as being small worms. This is a small demolisher worm, as you can see, small. And then I guess later on they become medium, and further out they become large, and they are really tough. The small ones are not so tough, but we're going to be trying different ways of killing them. So first thing we want to do is we want to get back to Nauvis, because we have to produce a lot of our materials on Nauvis. Where is my rocket silo? I picked up a rocket silo, didn't I? There you go. It's right there. Alright, so we're going to make a rocket silo, and it's kind of important to get this. Then we're going to get some inputs. Let's get those up here. 1, 2, 3. And the things that I'm thinking about is I want to try turrets with uranium armor. I want to try a tank with uranium cannon shells. I want to try poison, because this says it has low poison resist. I want to try landmines, and I want to try rockets. So that means there's a lot of infrastructure we want to build in order for us to try to see what works for killing the worm. And we also have a little bit of a problem here in terms of this, because we don't produce low density structures. We do not produce blue circuits, and you guessed it, we do not produce rocket fuel. So we have a very finite amount of rockets we can launch from here, because we just don't have enough. But luckily I brought along some of them for us, so we should be able to, yeah, satisfaction 100. We brought some with the initial rocket, so we can actually get back, and that should be fine. This one is also, oh no, well, it should be enough for one rocket. Ooh, yeah, actually I think the rest of them are here. There we go. Just send that out. Right, so we're going to be launching the rocket, and we're going to be looking at it because it looks amazing when it launches. So there's a new animation, so I love that. We'll give that a shot. Here we go. This is a new rocket. Someone has built this on top, so we can't actually see it. But it looks cool. Why can we not? Oh no, there's no platform in space. Oh no, we need to bring this one over. Oh no. Well, I forgot that. We might as well bring stuff over first in order for us to launch more rockets, right? So let me just hand feed this one and get it over here. And here's the final delivery into our Planet Express. This is what I've decided to bring up here. It's all the stuff that we don't really have on the other planet and don't really easily want to make. So let's do that and send it off so we can get it. What I can do then is I can over here on Volcanus, I can set this one up, and I can just add, we're going to be taking this one out, I got to add, oh, I should have called that a name, shouldn't I? Yeah, that's actually a little bit annoying that you have to Volcanus, and then it probably exists already, and then we can go over here, and there, and here, and then take the delivery to Volcanus, that one. Then that will be what we request from orbit. Get down here. Basically, it's just all of it, but we could also just take all of it and just click it out here and then just dump it. It'll do the same thing, but that was just marginally more optimized. I think in the next episode we want to build something that's truly optimized. Maybe it's the next one after that, because there's a really big potential for optimizing, and especially before we go into the third planet, we absolutely must have optimization done. There has been a little bit of rumor about, look at that, if you have more of these, they can launch faster, or launch and send down faster. It actually looked like there were just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 3 coming in here. There. So I think that might be something that the rhythm is that these dictate how often they come in, or how many can be sent at the same time. I think, maybe. Anyway, we can then launch the rocket back up here, and I can go to the space platform. There we go. And we've dropped all of it. So let's look at this absolutely amazing new animation. It's super cool. It might be a little bit tedious for the 100th time, but that's how cutscenes work. And there's no way of skipping it. But I think it's a really neat transition instead of just, yeah, transitioning out. So we get, oh, clouds and space. It's pretty close, but this is nice. So the rocket goes away and burns up or gets lost in space. And then we can land with our little capsule here. And hopefully, whoosh. And then we land, transition in, and we land here. Cool. Then we just need to wait for it to have enough fuel. And then we go back to Nauvis. And there's also a new landing animation in Nauvis. So let's look at that as well. We've now arrived at Nauvis, and then we're going to drop down and look at also the new cool animation for the transition. I love that as well. It's pretty neat. So it has these, is it steering? I think it's for steering. And it starts burning up in the atmosphere. I think it was also maybe braking, and we brake, suicide burn, and land. Oh, I like the coloring here. Right, so we are now at this location. Now, what do we want to do here? Well, we want to make turrets, we got that. We want to make tanks, cannons. The tank needs to be geared up as well, so that's also some more stuff. Landmines, poison, rockets. Yeah, let's get all that done. It is time for us to leave Nauvis again. We have built everything we wanted, and oh, we're just gonna look at this amazing transition to see how it is slightly different. Very slightly different on the different planets. I know that some of the planets have different colored clouds, but yeah, white clouds on Nauvis makes kind of sense. What we have up here is now we brought everything in, and since we had to craft a lot of the ingredients, I thought, you know what, why not just bring in everything else on top of that. So we have filled up our delivery to Nauvis again, and then to kill a worm here with uranium, rockets, my landmines, poison capsules, uranium rounds, and a tank that has a nice grid. If we look at here, we have a nice grid, so that's our favorite tank. So that should be what we need to to see if we can kill a worm. Let's settle in on Vulcanus to see what we can get there. And so we're landing on Vulcanus here. Let's see if we also burn up in the atmosphere here. And there we go, yes indeed, and transition through the clouds with a slight red hue to them. And we land. And then we also take the one that's called To Kill a Worm. To Kill a Worm, that one, because then we'll request all the stuff down here. There we go, that should work, and then they're just gradually just coming in really quickly. I think we might want to have more storage here. Why is that one going through this grid? Doesn't matter. Alright, we are ready, and we should have some things here as well. So let's gear up and see what the different options are. Alright, let's go out. We can see the worm is over there. So let's try and build inside its territories to sort of aggro it, and then just see how conventional weapons work against it. Because I think it doesn't work when we have all of the regeneration. So we'll do that and then just see how that goes. We are going to... Oh yeah, that's... then I'm gonna go aggro it with my long range. Shoot. Okay, so the biggest part is don't stand in crap. Like, this is... I'm just not dealing any damage to it. And now I have to avoid these splatters here. Damn, they're everywhere. Yeah. Okay, shoot. Yeah, this is not working. You can see how easy it is. Oh, it did work. Oh yeah, it did work. Okay, so... Okay, something worked. Alright, we killed one. I don't feel particularly confident of this method, but it can be done with a small worm for sure. It was a little bit dicey, I would say. And I also lost a million robots and stuff. Whew. Alright, well, we killed a worm, and let's have a look at this territory. This is now ours. Awesome. That's one way. But we have now tungsten. That's great. So this is like one way. But I want to show another way, because my secret weapon is definitely going to work. So we'll be going hunting for one more. Oh, there's one over there. My super secret weapon is a tank. It has uranium bullets, uranium shots in, and they are pretty damn good because they deal a silly amount of upfront damage. 10,000 physical with one shot. So watch this. Okay, when we hit. There we go. It died. Because it can't regenerate when you're shooting it with 10,000 hit points per shot. And I know that there are lots of gimmick things you can do with this, like you can try to use them to remove cliffs by sort of leading them over cliffs because they will actually destroy cliffs, which is pretty cool, but not something that I really want to dive into. They are certainly dangerous enough as they are. And oh, there's another worm down there. All right, I think we want to go worm hunting. Let's actually make sure that we have someone repairing us. Why is no one repairing us? Because I don't have repair packs. Great. Great, I don't have repair packs. Let me go back into the area to get repair packs and then head out for the next. Let's see. And it's right here. Oh, we are going in its cloud thing. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. It doesn't take damage, but I don't know. I think it slows us down. This is not great. I don't know if it can turn quickly. I guess we find out. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to turn. That actually proves something else. If we can attack it from the back, it is way more efficient because it can't turn around and it can only do that blast wave. So maneuverability as well is a thing. Let's see. There's another one here. Let's try to do the same thing when we attack it sort of from the back. That's so much easier. Don't attack it from the front. The front is dangerous. It has claws, jaws, and bad attitude. And, oh, there might be another. No, that was probably just a old one. Oh, cannot input tungsten. Tungsten inventory is full. That's crazy nice. There we go. Just put it in there. Because you get a ton of tungsten from, well, I mean, tungsten is probably pretty heavy, so a ton of tungsten is not much. But we get that from these. So this is kind of a way to farm it a little bit without going out and take the tungsten deposits. But, hey, what the hell? Oh, right. Don't kill yourself, little drones. Right, we're worm hunting again. This is for that big tungsten deposit. It's coming in. This is still a small demolisher. It doesn't look small, but it is apparently a small one. Let's not get stuck on this because that's going to be a bad idea. We're then going to come in and attack it from the front, which is generally not a good idea. So we might actually just try to go out on the side before we start attacking it. It should be curving around here, so let's just attack it from this side, actually. There we go. There we go. Oh, wow, it did spew some goop at us. Great, that's another area cleared. Take that out. And we definitely want to clear this area out and maybe even a couple of more areas just to get some nice breathing room around our base. That's good. So after that, when we get cliff explosives, that's going to be nice. But hey, one thing at a time. We are now been roaming the worm territory, and as I was roaming deep in the territory, it actually turns out to be coming in right close to us. So can I go around it and try to shoot it from the back? I think that's what turns out to be more effective than anything else. It's coming back right back at our base. Crazy. There we go. It's much more efficient to just shoot it from the back with the cannon shells. The uranium cannon shells, oh yes, they're very good. And now as I go out here and claim this, then all my drones will start hurting a lot. Luckily that was just a short one, but they have a tendency to sort of go back and forth, and but that was a lot of stuff. Let's go back in here and let my drones remove all the tungsten ore. The tungsten ore means that we're actually getting a little bit more progress. I think it's over on, well, this one's requesting tungsten ore and this one is requesting tungsten ore. The carbide. It's the carbide that's holding us up, but we are getting 140 inbound now. We could actually get a little bit more. And yeah, so we're getting tungsten carbide, and everything goes into just making a little bit more science. So we actually have enough to get cliff explosive research if we flew back and got that just from killing worms. Oh, we actually coming up on another worm. Just confirm that it's a small one. And this one's slower. It's not the territory we want, but hey, free worm meat. There we go, free worm meat indeed. And also free tungsten. So as you can see, we have pretty much found the optimal way to kill it. I can't imagine that there's a better way to kill them with this sort of the tech level. So uranium cannon shells, not the explosive ones, but the cannon shells, they deal 10,000 per hit. That kind of does it, right? And look at these drones here. Look at that. These two try to repair each other and then they end up killing each other. That's a new part of the robot feature. Lovely. And these ones are also stupid. There's nothing I can do about this. They're just gonna, yeah, they're stupid. That is the new robot mechanic. Not 100% in all respects. I just have to go out of the area so that they revert back, and then they heal up, I hope. All right, we still have the a date with one more worm. It's right here. It's right here. It's coming at us. I think we're going to be trying to attack it from behind. That's something it's just worked really, really efficiently for us. Don't stand in the crap. Don't stand in that crap. Don't stand in the crap. Good thing we have a little bit of a... Okay. And that's one more area taken care of. Great. Take this out. Then we want to take this area down here. And then we are really happy with everything. They've got a huge area for our expansion. We found the trail of the worm. So now we just know that the worm is nearby. Following directly behind it is not good. Oh man, it's also just... there's a lot of cliffs here. Okay, final worm. There we go. That is the final worm taken care of. And we can now take this out. I actually only want to take this out because then my drones don't take too much damage. Yeah, they start on this again. This silliness. Can I just mine it myself? I guess I have to. There. Damn, those annoying. This is... Please fix. Please fix. I have to go out of the area just to get them to... Or they have to run out of power, I guess. Or they die. Okay, so they just die there. Well, that's not going to happen very often, but it certainly is a thing. Right. Oh, there we go. They're coming back. Oh, they died. Silly. Okay, so now we have a gigantic area and we have some tungsten that is readily available. I think this tungsten is the easiest for us to get. So I think we set up a tungsten mining outpost here, and then we'll get started on what to do with that. We're just going to bring it back so that at least we have a little bit of consistent tungsten supply in our base. So we are now here in this location, and it's time for us to try out our new big miners. So we can place them in a number of different ways. I am going to build them in this particular way. I think I like it, and it's a kind of a nice modular way. So we can build it either with... Let me do that. Here. They can either be like right next to each other, or we can make it a little bit of room here. If I do that, then as I copy this, it fits exactly with the modules, or the I don't know what these kind of the substation grids. That's pretty neat. And here's a fun thing: you can't make undergrounds under lava, and you go like, of course not. No, I know, of course not. But it's still pretty cool that they managed to do that. they were thinking like, hold on, that doesn't make any sense. There. So what I'm doing now is just a very basic thing, because we just want to keep our tungsten carbide and tungsten plate processing going. And these ones have massive area. The tungsten ore is 500% mining time, so it's 5 times as slow, but this one is also 5 times as fast. That's why what you see here is pretty much what we would expect to see from a normal miner, which is a little bit sad that that's all we get. But hey, we get something, and now we have a constant production of tungsten. We're going to be upgrading this later on when we get... We need to make tungsten in vast quantities because we need it for our green belts. However, right now we don't need it in vast quantities. We just need it to keep this one flowing, and we only need this flowing for a few production parts, but mainly to keep our glorious science going. And we're up to here by 1.5. What is interesting about this is, if we look at our tech, this is our tech, and we have, of course, cliff explosive is the most important one. That's 500. There's another 500 for coal liquefaction. There's another 500 for the transport belts, and then there's another 500 for the asteroid processing. Those are the researches we really need. Everything else is nice. I mean, we'd also really like low density structure efficiency, which is insanely awesome. I love it. So that we also want, but not like, it doesn't enable us to do anything new. It just gives us bonus. Likewise, the speed module is super nice, but it is really expensive, so I don't want to build it until we get to Fulgora, where we can build it with productivity in the electromagnetic plant. So we're going to save this for later, and I don't really need the Mark IIIs yet. So what it means is we basically need 2,000 up here, minus of course the productivity on the labs back home. So we can actually get this. What that means though, is that we could take a platform here and just send it up here and then request it. That would be the simplest thing in the world. However, the coolest thing to do would be making a new ship that's called a science hauler over Nauvis. Yes, let's make that. So that once we have the science hauler, we will be making it according to this template, because we found that this template works exceedingly well. So why not just keep using this template until we have a need that this cannot fulfill. Here we have the starter pack, or the hub, Space Platform Hub. See, Space Platform Hub, it's not a mall. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is I am going to take my blueprint, and, oh, right, it's of course not volcanoes, it is under space. And we take our Planet Express, not version 2, version 2 is using tech we don't have yet, but version 1. Yeah, I love this. This is so cool. Let's see it being built. So as we're waiting for things to come up here, there's something I want to show you that's a really cool idea here. We cannot get the asteroid collectors or the gun turrets or the cargo base or these, because this is not enough to fill a rocket. Like, we have enough to send up here. We have enough to fulfill what our needs are, but we do not have enough to fulfill a rocket. So I'm going to make a new group here, and I'm going to say here, I want uncommon, and I want 13 of that, and then I'm going to say custom payload 13. There. That means that if it gets 13, it'll get in there. And then we can do the same thing for the other ones. Here, this one is uncommon, and I want 6 of those, and I have a custom payload of 6. There. And that is a way for us to get things up here in, even though we don't have the capacity, or even though it's less than a full stack. Because if you want a full stack, then it's get a little bit, then you can either send it up manually, but I want to automate it in this way. And then we have the turrets is the last thing. So turrets, oh, that's definitely not it. Don't go in there. Turret, it uncommon and 24. And also custom payload 24. Oh, funny. 24. There we go. So that is, yeah, that's a way to get it up there. And then we've marked planetary science that we want to pick up 4,000 from our, from volcanoes. It's going to take a while for this one to do, so I'm hoping that we get to 4,000 by the time it's ready to go. So the science hauler here it's built, yes, it's kind of filling up, and it doesn't have enough of anything. So I'm just curious, what would happen if I send it off now and it didn't have enough fuel? Because it's en route, it's getting a lot more. So right now it's sitting here and it's just not really getting much inbound and it takes forever. So what if we just being a little bit careless and just click the button and send it to volcanoes? I mean, what's the worst that could happen? A lot. But let's see. So that means what we see here is that it starts by going really quickly, and now it just slows down because it doesn't have enough. But as it moves, it actually is able to get more stuff, and because most of the fuel production was actually idling, because it was just waiting for random things to come in. But now it's not idling. If we look here, we can see that things are coming in, and hopefully more oxide here. There. It's coming in, and we will, I think it's about halfway we start seeing the big ones coming in. And do we have any ammo? No, the ammo is still circulating on the belt. So we do have ammo, but we don't have as much ammo. So now we start seeing the bigger ones. But we are also building up this repository here. So that's good. It's good. And look at that. Look how happy they are. They just grab everything here. But now we start seeing it. So this is basically just for me to see what happens when you fly slower. Of course, when you fly slower, these will come at you at a slower pace, I guess. But they're also, it also takes a longer time to get there. This looks very safe, right? I mean, there's a little bit of stressing out a little bit later. Ooh, look at that. That was a good ice asteroid. Those are nice. I want to get those. Or technically not ice asteroid, but acid asteroid. No, just get that. Never mind. And let's see. That one is definitely something we want to grab. Come on, grab it. Yes, that's why these double arms are really nice. Ammo is running a little bit out here. We don't really have anything on the belt, so this was a pretty good time for us to get it. Right. So what happens now is that it's trying to request this, and we have nothing on the planet that is able to. So we go here and we take that and we switch it on. So that will means it'll now start requesting the metallurgic science pack. How much we got? We are sending 1,000 in, and how much we got remain 2.3. So we need to craft 700 more, and then we are actually going to get it. All right, well, let's just wait it out until the ship is ready to depart. Go back to Nauvis. So you can see here we are almost at the 1,000 mark. When it hit 1,000, then it will trigger a delivery to a spaceship or a rocket, and then there we go. We are now delivering to the rocket, and that will trigger a rocket launch here. That's going to go up there, and then if I go to my science hauler, which is requesting it, that will see that the last 1,000 is inbound. Cargo, okay, looks pretty good. We don't have enough ammo, but I think that for the sake of this one, it's probably fine. We'll get the ammo done as we progress. We have enough of a stockpile of ammo to feel pretty safe. Let's have a look at this, and as it comes in, we have all of these. Still want more. Ah, man, the ice is just really problematic. If only there was a research here that would help alleviate it. This one is allowing us to take a metallic rock and repurpose it into something that could be 20% chance is an oxide rock. So at a slight loss. Did we get? Here it is. That was the delivery. That has everything. Now everything is satisfied except for this. I am gonna just let it go, and we'll just accept that we don't have a full complement of ammo, but we should be pretty fine, pretty good. So when we get to Nauvis, we will have here, I will set up a requester. This is guys Space Age Science Pack, but it's also going to take the one that's now called Interplanetary Science, because they're going to be the same. So this one is requesting here. It can't request anything, but it will at some point. Then I have set one here. Oh, this one should also be setting up that one, so that it's blacklisting these two items. So anything else that comes in should just be thrown into the logistics network, but not the two sciences. They're going to come in here. Here we are. We have now arrived at Nauvis. There we go. These are being sent out. Interestingly enough, it only sent 2, or did it send 3 of them out? I think it may have sent 3 out, and they should now be coming in here. So that to me indicates 2. Okay, so 2 came out, and they are now going in. So now we have science. Let's forget about you. Oops. Let's get you to the back of the queue. That's not important. What is important is our science, our cliff explosives. What we also need to do is redo this one at some point, but not right now. We just want to see the progress on our cliff explosives, and then know that we have everything we need. And that means next time we can start working on cliff explosives and all the other cool things, cold liquefaction and turbo belts. So that means we can finally start scaling up on volcanoes. We want to, and here we go. Look at that. It's working. We have finally something going. Look at that. Beautiful. And we see a tiny bit of progress on cliff explosives. I'm so excited. Next episode, we're going to blow every single cliff in our surroundings. Blow it up so we can get nice flat terrain for building. Yay! Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode with monster killing and also scaling up and got the science going. Until next time, take care, and as always, stay effective. Oh, wow, that was quick. Let's see if we can disengage it. It's... What the hell? Oh, now it takes that... oh, no.